Welcome, my lovelies, to another session of Kitsch-Witch Tarot. Happy to have you today on 11/11, the portal day. Let's get started. Okay, I'm going to pull a chakra card. I always do a chakra card first. See what part of the body we're dealing with this reading. Okay, they're very hard to shuffle, so I'm just going to close my eyes. What chakra card does our divine collective need to hear about today? Okay, one on top is this one. It is the crown chakra, which is a very good chakra. That is the one on top of your head where all the light and love comes streaming in, and it says possibility. Okay. All is possible for me in the universe of infinite potential. All is possible. You can read the rest if you like. Okay, Thing, hold that for us today, please. Put the chakra cards away. Okay, we're going to start out with the usual traditional way today. I'm just going to start out with, I'm going to use Pause Tarot. It's one of my favorite kitschy decks. And I have a little pause of my own around the house somewhere. Hannah, she'll be to and fro from time to time. I have no doubt. Okay, what do we have for the Divine Collective today? On this 11/11, November 11th, 11/11, the portal day. Wow, I got a lot of cards. Okay, well, we're going to work with all of these. I think I got everything we need in one fell swoop. Let's go over here first. We've got Five of Swords. Okay, so you retreated. You took your swords and went home. You retreated from something that was negative or just wasn't in your favor. That's been coming up a lot lately. Justice. You're getting justice for whatever you're retreating from. Justice is my favorite card of the deck. Justice in the Star card. Okay, and the Five of Wands. This is the manifestation card. This is a 5, so there's a struggle. You see Shredder on top, and the 4 little Ninja Turtles have just got him held at bay. Shredder has nothing else he can do but hold his wand in front of him in defense. So, yeah, that is a struggle that you have overcome, and that's good. And then Page of Pentacles. Okay, this is deep in thought. This is something new, maybe new beginnings for finances. Okay, new beginning after you got your justice and won that struggle. And then the second row we've got, oh, good card, 8 of Wands. Wands are action cards, manifestation cards. This is a card of immediate and instant action. Like there's 8 wands and they're all pointed precisely at a target and they're ready to let go. Okay, 8 of Wands. That is a card of action and manifestation. 3 of Cups. This is the card of harvest. See the pumpkins and the apples, and they're all drinking and celebrating. You put in the work, you've done the harvest, you've won the struggle, and now you're celebrating. You're reaping your rewards. Knight of Cups. Okay, the knight is marching in on his pony with a cup that has love in it and everything that you need. Knight of Cups. And my phone went off as a verification. The Hanged Man. That's you looking at things from a different point of view. See? You looked at things differently, and that's maybe why you did overcome. The Chariot, another card of action, right beneath the 8 of Wands, the minor arcana card of action. And then we have the Fool. This is your new journey that you're on, because all these things you've overcome. Good things are coming in. Everything's balanced. You see that? You have balance now. And how interesting. They gave me exactly how many cards I needed for this spread, just randomly all at once. King of Wands. This is the king who manifests. See his wand there that's sprouting leaves and new life. And yeah, he is the king of abundance, and he manifests his future. And you did this. You manifested this. You manifested this, looking at something a different way, and now you're in the King of Wands energy. And you surgically walked away from something, took your swords and left, and you got justice. You won the battle. When you walked away, it set forth the action in motion. All 2 cards of action. Justice, you're celebrating, and a new journey is on the way for you. Good things. You won the battle. You won the war. Here you come marching in victoriously, and everything is balanced. And as it should be again. And then you're manifesting meditating, looking at things in a new way, and that puts you into your King of Wands energy, which is the card of manifestation, the King of Manifestation. And on the bottom of the deck is my favorite queen, the Queen of Swords. She's the queen who says, come forth with one paw, and has a sword in the other paw, just to make sure you don't mess up, because if you do, she's going to strike you down. Okay. So this is what the Paws Tarot has to say. Now let us verify. Oh, I just got another verification text from somebody saying 11/11 on 11/11. Isn't that cool? That was a very cool verification. Okay, now we're gonna verify here. We're gonna clarify and verify with my favorite deck, Kev's Intuitive Kev's Extra Deck. He's on YouTube. Subscribe and watch his videos. He's awesome. His decks are awesome. This is his extra deck. And this came flying out just as we started to shuffle. Empowerment. See, you are empowered now. You have the empowerment, which is the action of these cards. That is your empowerment. Okay. Okay. All right. Empowerment, and you have transformation, rebirth, upgrade. You've leveled up because of it. Yeah, these cards keep coming out. So this is for the divine for sure. Poison, toxic, harmful. Okay, something was poison, toxic, and harmful that you walked away from up here and you got justice from. Stalker, spy, surveil, invasion of privacy. This keeps coming up. This keeps coming up, not just in mine either. So you got that deal with Shredder there. Kind of a shredder in your life, do you? Okay. Intuitive Kev's Extra Deck. What more can you tell us about this? What more can you tell us about this? So yeah, 11/11 portal. You're right where you should be. You are victorious. You don't bend my cards. You are victorious, and you have overcome, succeeded whatever was trying to keep you down. Okay. Cool guy, main male, attractive, authority. This could be you. This could be somebody that's King of Wands energy right there, as far as we know right now. Okay, try not to get my cards bent. But they love to fly out, and I love it when they do. Aries, okay, this is Aries energy, which is also King of Wands energy, fiery, ready to do battle. Okay, manifesting what you want, not taking any crap. Okay, what else you got for us? Okay, oops. Sorry, that's empowerment. Emotional manipulation. Somebody trying to manipulate you emotionally. Yeah, I think this is what you have walked away from, the emotional manipulation, you know. Just seems like that you're just in a really good place right now. And, yeah. A couple more from Kev's deck, and then we'll move on. What else do you have to say about this situation? What Divine Collective needs to know. Okay, a couple more here. Destiny, fate, future karma. Yeah. See that star? You're the star. There's your justice. Destiny, fate, future karma. Candle magic. Somebody may have been trying to put something on you with candle magic. You can use candle magic for good. I'm a double earth witch. I'm a good witch. And it's just, it's all it is putting out intentions. Every time you have a thought or a wish or a desire, it's spelling. It's all spelling. Why do you think they call it spelling in school? So it can be for good or for evil, for dark purposes. If it is, it's going to go back on them and hit them, because nothing put out towards a divine collective will ever stick. It'll always bounce back with interest. So there you go. Candle magic. Somebody could have been trying to put something on you, which is also energy. So we'll put that on energy. Rejection, abandonment, desertion, left behind. Okay? You may have had to leave somebody behind, or you may have been rejected and abandoned and left behind. Okay? And you learn to stand in your power and just walk away and not be a chaser. And that could be the cycle you closed out, right? Looking at things from a new way. Okay, let us try something else. I haven't used these for a while. I like these. They're called What's the News? So, Tell us what's the news on all of this, because a lot of it's just the same readings we've been having for a couple months now, but at least you know you're on the flip side now. You've won, you've overcome, and now we're just trying to find a little more clarity, just trying to see what we can see on 11/11, the portal day, which was verified with a text message at 11/11 on 11/11. So, what's the news? What do you have to say about this to the Divine Collective? Excuse me. Over there. Okay. Kinky ways. Fantasies, fetishes, sexually open, looking to explore. Take that as it resonates with you. And we're just going to put that. We're just going to put that there. Okay. And then we have roller coaster, full of highs and lows, off and on again, hot and cold. So this is somebody maybe, you know, that's just kind of, you got a lusty thing going with, or they're lusting after you, and there's highs and lows, and, you know, it sounds like that they're a runner, and if they are, please don't be a chaser. That is not a good dynamic. Tick-tock, deadline, procrastination, too busy. Is somebody too busy for you? Are you on a deadline, or have you been procrastinating? Okay, that can cause trouble. Procrastination can just make things worse. Although I do understand the desire. Okay, and then the cleanse, detox, ridding negativity, purification. Okay, that kind of closes up these cards. Because you need to detox from all of this stuff. Get rid of the negativity and purify yourself. Get some Palo Santo wood, get some sage. Take a salt bath, be in the sun, take a shower, walk barefoot in the grass, hug a tree, all these things. Okay, so that's what's the news. Thank you. What's the news? We appreciate that. I'm going to try this one now. I had a lot of cards. I only have my favorite ones pulled out. I have so many more in my drawer. And cards are like books or music. You never are done collecting. You're always adding to it. Okay, these are Heart's Hidden Secrets. I've seen people with the full-size decks and the nice boxes. I was only privy to this one, so this is the one I bought. Heart's Hidden Secrets. What do you have to tell us about this? Okay, flying on out. Finality. Okay, this is a good card for where we are. Finality. Farewells, leave behind, closure. Okay, I think that says it all. So you have said farewell, you've left it behind. You have closure in your own mind, whether they gave it to you or not. You don't need closure from anybody. There's no such thing as closure from people who just aren't present mentally anyway. You can't get closure from something that doesn't exist, honestly. Okay, what cards do I want to use now? Let's use, I'm going to use those. Okay, oh hell no. We got to get some blunt information going here, and the ah hell no is the card, this is the deck to do that with. Oh hell no. I was lucky to find this already printed and in this large size format. Very difficult to find. I thought another one flipped over. Yes, okay. So ah hell no is pretty blunt, and it kind of tells you what's been going on, what you've been doing, and all this stuff. Don't confuse we're talking with we're building something. If you've been talking for 6 months and still don't know their middle name, that's not progress, it's purgatory. Walk out and don't look back. Take that however it resonates with you. All of this is for the Divine Collective. Take what resonates with you and file the rest away. Oh, this is one of my favorite cards. Girl, even your tarot deck is tired of him. Girl/guy, even your tarot deck is tired of them. You pulled the same cards 42 times. The cards are begging you to let this one go. She's not the one. They're the example. Shuffle your standards, not just your deck. Girl, guy, even your tarot deck is tired of this, okay? So, since we got that message from them, this will be the last one I pull from this deck, because they're tired of this. If you got to stalk them online, you already have your answer. You're not investigating because they're trustworthy. You're searching for proof that you're not being played. That's not love. That's CSI romantic regret. Seriously, if you're going through their phone, the minute you need to go through their phone or their computer or whatever, the relationship is over, and you need to know that. So, somebody may have been doing that. Okay, and then we're going to go to, I love these. I just found these, the Dead Inside. The Dead Inside deck. Dark, real, hilarious. And they are. They're really hilarious. Okay, and here, it's 54 card deck. It's the back sides. I'm always interested to see what the back sides are. Sometimes that'll make or break me buying a deck, depending on what the back side design is. Okay, but I wanted to point that out. Sorry, on the cover of that, I just lost it. That's okay. I'll find it, and I'll point that out when I find it. Okay, Dead Inside. What do I need to say? Dead Inside says, wake, work, scroll, repeat, burnout cycle, routine collapse. Yeah, you had enough from whatever been going on. You really have had enough. And thank goodness for you. You're on the flip side of it now. Blame the stars. Mercury did it. As you know, we're in Mercury retrograde right now. And honestly, I have never experienced a more frustrating Mercury retrograde than this one. In my whole experience with Mercury retrograde. Blame the stars. Miscommunication, cosmic excuses, retrograde blame. You know what? Sometimes it is Mercury. Sometimes it is the moon. Sometimes it is the stars. Sometimes it is Mercury. Okay? But this card is basically saying you're using excuses. So try to find the reality in things. Manifesting sleep. Spiritual fatigue, wishful thinking, burnout, nap. This just says that all of this has burned you out and, you know, you just need some rest. You do. And we're going to get you some self-love from Little Froggy in just a minute. See, this is what I wanted to show you, the Dead Inside deck. Look at this. His coffee cup, 404. Page not found. I found that hilarious. Okay. Okay, Dead Inside. On the bottom of Dead Inside is treating drama as therapy. Chaos, addiction, misprocessing. Let's not do that. We really don't want to do that. So that may have been what was going on. Okay, I think a couple of spill teas. Spill tea. 2 words. Spill tea. Sometimes the captions make it as 1 word. Spill tea. Like get somebody's name. Hello, Mr. Spill tea. Okay. Spill tea. What have you to add to this for us? The Divine Collective needs to know. Okay. Whoops. Pardon me. Bad influence. Someone is having a negative influence on your life. So yeah, duh. We kind of got there already. What else you got, Spill tea? Come on. Something we haven't heard yet? Some advice, something profound. Shared experiences. Shared experiences deepen the bond between you and others. Okay? So get rid of the toxicity. Go to the people who vibrate on your frequency and get some shared experiences that are real. Where it's, you know, both ways and not just one-sided. Okay, so I think that we've kind of covered what's been going on. You want to just see what this deck has to say about what's blocking you? What the heck? We got time. Okay, just take a couple. Whatever you come up with is what we'll use. What's blocking you? Says these cards. Okay, what's blocking you? Is lots of things apparently. Unavailable. You are chasing someone unavailable, or you are the one who is running away. See, I mentioned chaser-runner dynamic. That's not good. Whichever one you are, stop. Just stop. Just say no. Just choose yourself. Choose yourself first. We're going to get to Froggy just a minute. He's going to help you with your self-care. Vulnerable. You cannot experience true intimacy unless you open your heart and be yourself. Now, this may be you. It's probably your other person that just couldn't do it. Some people just can't get there. They're just not there yet. They're not completely baked yet. Okay. Unlovable. Practice radical self-acceptance and love yourself with all your flaws. Okay. This is a perfect one to come right before Little Froggy because that's what it's about. Self-care and self-love. Choosing yourself first. Closing out cycles of chasing and running. Close that cycle out and you would get your reward. Unworthy. You deserve an amazing relationship. Take steps to heal doubts about yourself. Absolutely. You have good things coming. The cards don't lie. Let me tell you something. I've been doing this for over 21 years. The cards never lie. Sometimes it may take even sometimes a few years before it becomes clear. Usually within the nearer future. But it can take years. But they do not lie. You will look back and you will go, Oh my goodness, because there was a time or two I thought, no, the cards are wrong this time. Time tells. No, they've never been wrong. Whoops. Don't get excited, Richie. Okay. Demanding. You set impossible standards for your partner to meet. Be less demanding. Maybe that's about yourself. Maybe you're too demanding with yourself, because that's kind of where we've been going here. Self, you know, be nice to yourself and all these things. And, okay, then we're going to go to Froggy Care. This is a perfect segue for Froggy Care. Little Frog's Guide to Self-Care. I always end a reading with this. After going through the trauma and reliving all of this, and then knowing that you're okay, Little Froggy's going to tell you what you need to know about loving yourself. You choose yourself first. You never, ever choose anyone over yourself unless it's your children. Okay? I can't think of another scenario unless it's your children or someone else's child. Or your little kitty cat or puppy. I can see that. But no, when it comes to another person, if they're not choosing you, you don't choose them. You choose you. Okay, Froggy. Our divine on this 11/11 portal day really needs, we're thirsty for some really good self-love care. Pick out your best and give it to us, little Froggy. We love little Froggy. She's so pretty and sweet. He, she. Oh, she gave us 3. Okay. The first one. I will let go of self-limiting beliefs. Have you been doing that? That kind of relates to a couple cards we just got. Are you limiting yourself? Because look at you. You have wings. You are the divine Miss Froggy, Mr. Froggy. You have wings to fly. Do not limit yourself. The sky's the limit. You're divine. Powerful divine being. Know your power and your worth. Froggy also wants you to know, I do not expect perfection from others, so I will not expect it from myself. Now see, isn't this kind of in league with what the cards have been saying? Don't be hard on yourself. Nobody's perfect. Perfection does not exist. It is a myth. And if you try to achieve perfection in everything you do, you will always be disappointed. Do what's perfect for you, not what's perfect, because that doesn't exist. Last but not least, I am not my past. Little Froggy, dancing in a beautiful flower. You are not your past, okay? You are not that little voice in your head, and you are not your past, and you certainly are not who others perceive you to be. Okay? If that doesn't align with who you feel you are, then you don't own that. Okay? Little Froggy self-care cards. And that's our reading for today. Kitsch-Witch saying goodbye, and have a wonderful 11/11 portal day, and we'll see you soon. Ciao for now, my lovelies.